Is this Mike?
This is Mike. How are you?
Hey, Mike, this is just Christian here at Headstone. You had just reached out to me about a car wash that we have for sale in the South Shore with the property.
Yeah. I was looking. I'm interested in getting into the business.
Nice, nice. Do you own any car washes currently?
No, I was actually in the route business. Sold my route, and my son and I were looking to get in.
Nice, nice. So, if you don't mind me asking, what made you kind of want to get into the car wash space from coming from routes?
You know what? I always heard that it's an easier business. You can run an absentee, and it's a scalable business, and that's why I like it because I just don't want to get in the food business. I've been doing that my whole life, and I want something that's different that I could make some money.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. Understood. Um, Time out for a second. The reason I asked that, everyone, it's kind of sounds like a dumb question, but when and my team knows this, I talk about this all the time. Me asking Mike that and him just talking about the business, he's selling himself. I'm not doing any selling here. I'm not saying how amazing the car wash space is. He's literally just selling himself on car washes. So I don't really, it just makes my life easier. So that's the
I
reason
love
why.
that. That's great. That's a great analogy right there.
Yeah, that's the reason why I asked that question. It sounds stupid, but it is
No,
powerful.
that's very smart. Once you hear that the guy's not in the business, you got to put a check in the business, not in the business, check, not in the business. All right. He's selling himself. So, like what Christian said, so you got to write all this stuff down or organize it because it's important. But let's continue.
Yeah, and also just what you guys don't see me, but I'm literally just taking notes and I'm actively listening, and he's doing most of the talking. Just note that as well. Um, okay, so you said the car wash business is great. Nice, understood. Have you been looking for some time, or is this like the first one you're reaching out on?
I was looking. I'm actively looking. I've been looking for a couple of months. I had a couple of meetings with some owners. The issue is that I'm running into is a lot of these owners they can't prove their income. So that's the problem, and I can't give them full value on income that they can't prove. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you gotten far along on the process with anyone, or not yet? You just got to the
Listen,
number.
I have $2 million in my account
Mhm,
to invest, like
mhm.
not just my account. That's money to invest,
But is that
and I'm
but is that
sorry.
is that 2 million that you're comfortably looking to invest, or just like that's 2 million total?
No, that I'm comfortably looking to invest.
Got
Um, that if a car wash was 4 million, I'll put 2 million up. You don't have to get another half a million. I can get that too. So the money is there. The money is not the problem. It's
Mhm.
just how do we prove out these numbers?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I completely understand. The car wash is not as black and white as other, let's say like a
And I'm
franchise.
sorry to interrupt you, but for this car wash that I inquired about, is this guy willing to hold a note?
So he is willing to do a little bit of seller financing for the right guy. You know, he, it depends. Like he'd want to just make sure that the buyer has some experience. You said you sold your business, so you do
I've been
have
in
some.
business for 35 years. I work 7 days a week for 10 years straight. I'll be there every single day. He's going to be sold on me. But, I just wanted to, I want to make sure as far as his numbers, does he have a POS system? Could he prove them out to me?
Yeah, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. He has a POS system in place. So if we do get down that path and we come to a deal, I don't think verifying the numbers should be an issue. What's important is just that this deal makes sense for you, that the car wash matches what you're looking for. This car wash in particular, it's a car wash tunnel with the oil change. Is that something that you've been looking at, or you looking at only car wash space only?
No, I like that component because when it rains, it's open, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, so that's why I like the lube because it splits up the income. When it rains, it's open.
Mhm.
Um, and I like Nassau County. I live in Nassau County.
What part of Nassau are you in?
I'm actually in the West Hempstead area.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm very familiar. This is not too far from you. It's not too far from you at all. Maybe like 15, 20 minutes max. Is this something you're looking to do with your son, or is this just you alone?
No, with my son, both of us are going to be running it.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
But the thing is, I really, I have the 2 million. I would put it down. But is there any way this deal can be SBA financed? Because then I could only put 30% down, and I think that would leave me with some working capital in the bank.
So candidly speaking, Mike, usually car washes are not too, at least in New York, they're cash heavy businesses. So sometimes most owners, I should say, they don't put everything on their return. So, and then that's the first thing that SBA will look at. So it may not be as easy, maybe a portion of SBA, but you said you're working with about 2 million. You wouldn't be comfortable, if the guy hold a note for the rest, some favorable terms, would that be something of interest, or you still would want to go through SBA?
No, that's something of interest. I was just asking.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's just most car washes. They just, at least in New York, everyone doesn't want to pay the man. So they just really, their returns aren't the strongest. However, the income is verifiable, through the POS reports, through their bills. You can count cars, whatever it is to make you comfortable. So, Mike, how about this? Let me send you over an NDA. I just want to make sure that this is all in theory. The car wash might not even be what you're looking for. So let me send you an NDA. You can sign it, send it back to me. I'll send you the address. This way, you and your son can go there this weekend, get a car wash, and if everything makes sense, we can talk further. But I just want to make sure you like it first.
No, I'm interested. Send me the NDA. I'll get it back to you, and let's take a look at it.
Okay, sounds good, Mike. Yeah, I have your email here, Michael.Steinberg at Headstone. I'll shoot it to you, and I'll shoot you like a text just to confirm, and then we'll touch base in about a week. You think you could stop by sometime this weekend, or maybe sooner?
Yeah, I'll stop by as soon as I get the address.
Okay. Yeah, the reason I ask it, just this car wash, I know every broker says this, but honestly, a lot of people have been looking at this, and the seller financing piece is just favorable to a lot of buyers. So I just want to make sure you get a chance to take a look at least. And if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense, no problem. But just want to give you a fair shot at seeing the wash.
Is there another offer right now? Because I don't want to get into a bidding war.
Yeah, no, I mean, so there's people that are just in discussions, but there's no concrete deposits down, no contracts. So the seller hasn't accepted anything, but there is interest. But like I said, there's nothing in writing. So you're good. I wouldn't want to waste your time.
Okay, get that NDA to me. I'll sign it, and then let's take a look at the spot.
Sure, sounds good, Mike. So boom, I hung up on you. So just one of the things I want to point out to everyone is, like, I'm very neutral on the sale, as you can see, and I really detach myself. I say, and this makes me seem like I'm on Mike's side, and I'll say, I just want to make sure you even like it. You might not even like it, those are one of the things that detach me and make him feel like, oh, this guy's just trying to not talk about how this is the best car wash in the world.
You're not emotional. You're not emotional. You're detached. You're not emotional. You don't push, and you don't do that intentionally.
Yeah, and it just makes it easier, like that. You sold yourself in the beginning of the call. I just ask questions.
And I trust you. I trust you at this point. You're very upfront. And I would definitely work with you if I was a buyer.
Mike, I wanted to run this back one more time, and I want you to, like, not exactly, like, don't make it so easy. Don't tell me you have 2 million right away. I want to give you.
Do it. Yeah, I'll do it in a different approach.
There's some buyers that, for everyone here, there's some buyers that give you that right away, some buyers that do not. Most of them do not tell you. So Mike, how about you go into the SBA thing right away? Just say,
Okay, I'll be that buyer.
yeah. Just make it hard. Ring.
Hello.
Hey, is this Mike?
Yeah, this is Mike. Who's this?
Mike, this is just Christian here at Headstone. You had just reached out to me about a car wash that we have for sale with the property on the South Shore.
I've reached out to a lot of brokers.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember. This was it was a 4 million asking price. This is on the South Shore, close to Long Beach.
What's the revenue?
This was the revenue was 6 million.
6 million?
I'm sorry. It was 3 million is the revenue.
What's the EBITDA?
He's netting about 750 in his pocket.
750. How long
Yeah.
has he owned it
Are
for?
you, sorry to interrupt you, Mike. Are you in the car wash space currently?
Currently I'm not, but I'm very active in looking.
Nice. What line of work are you in currently?
I was on
Time
Wall
out,
Street.
time out for a second. Just want everyone to know what I did there. I switched it right away. I don't like you don't want to be a you don't want to be just like a question answer, I call it. You don't want to just answer all the questions. Yeah, he's doing 2 million in revenue. Yeah, he's 750 profit. Yeah. 20-year lease. You don't want to be that guy. You want to get what you need to get as a broker.
You control the conversation.
Control the conversation, ask the questions, because otherwise you're just answering questions on the phone. You know nothing about him. You don't know if he can afford it. You're not getting the right information that you need to really successfully take this to the end. So that's why you want to flip it right away, and that's why I interrupted Mike and I flipped it on him. So yeah, what line of work are you in currently, Mike?
I was on Wall Street for 20 years, and I'm
Mhm.
looking to dive into the car wash space.
Okay, nice. What drew you to car washes?
All my investors, they like the business, and it's something I want to own.
Nice. Are you looking to do this alone, or are you working with a group or something, or what's kind of like the game plan?
Yeah, one of my investors, he owns a group, and he's very interested in partnering with me. Um, and I want to.
Sorry, Mike, you were just breaking up. You said that you're working with an investor.
And by the way, I muted myself to see if anyone was paying. I hope everyone's really engaged in this. This is a very this is great training. But yeah, I work with an investor. He's interested in partnering with me.
Nice. So just so I understand clearly, you're just looking to find the right opportunity, bring it to him, just make sure it all checks out, and you guys are going to do this together.
Exactly. You got it.
Got it. Got it. Okay, for sure. Um have you guys been looking for a while, or is this like the first one you're reaching out on?
No, we've been looking. I said I was active.
Got it. Got it. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. And then last question, I don't mean to bore you to death, but what's like the game plan? Are you guys looking to purchase this thing? Like, what's the game plan as far as the funding?
We can get into the money is there.
Got
So
it.
I was asking you. So it's a 750 cash flow, and you're asking 4 million.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But he's willing to do some seller financing. He would do, he for the right guy, he would do a deal with 2 million down. Is that something that's feasible for you guys, or no?
Asking over five and a half. He's asking over 5 times. This guy.
Yeah, yeah. He's a little bit
Things
flexible.
don't trade for that. These things trade for 3 to 4 times, two to four times.
Candidly, Mike, I've been selling car washes. We sold the most car washes in the past year, and nothing is really selling below 4 times. Can't, just being honest, Mike. I mean, you don't
Well,
have to
four
buy.
times. Yeah, 4 times. This is 5.5.
Yeah, yeah. But like it has a car. It's a high profit. It's a 750 take home. It's
Is
established
the
for a long
owner working
time.
there, or is the owner absentee? Is he
He's
working
fully,
there?
he's fully absentee. He lives in Florida, which also adds value. So, I mean, you don't have to buy it. I mean, it's just, that's just what he's asking, and I think, I've sold a lot of these things, and his prices, he's well priced, and the seller financing terms, it's favorable. So he would do a deal with 2 million down. Is that something that you guys are comfortable with?
Yeah, I would like to see 5 years of federal tax returns. I would like to see payroll reports. Obviously, no one gets paid cash, correct?
So we could get all that. That shouldn't be a problem. As long as the seller's going to want to take a look at some proof of funds. But yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. As far as like the payroll though, we'd have to talk about that. Not everyone is, everyone's like a little bit like not everyone's on payroll, for the full amount.
Well, my world, they are.
Okay. Okay. I mean, that's fair. I mean, everyone looks at these things differently. But this is just like the car wash base. Most people, there's a little bit of cash, a little bit of check, but I think what matters most is that you like the place. you know, and you're able to put the, you know, the deal together.
Yeah, I mean, I only like numbers, so could you send me an NDA so I can look at the tax returns?
Yeah, yeah. And look, Mike, I just don't want to, you know, I don't want to waste your time. You know, this guy's looking for at least 2 million down. You know, I know you want to see some numbers, but you know, I'm happy to send it to you. That's not a problem. I just don't want to waste your time. And if that's not something you and your investor are comfortable with.
No, I wanna see them. You know, I wanna move forward on this deal. I wanna see the tax returns. Uh, can you send me the information? Do you have a marketing kit set up?
Yeah, I could send you the marketing kit.
Yeah, I'll go take a look. I'll go take a look and then we'll set up a meeting with the owner right away.
Okay, okay.
Does
That's
that
not.
work? Can we set up a meeting with him actually?
Yeah. So what? How about this? Let me send you the NDA. I just want to make sure you like the place. I'm going to send it to you. You take a look at the place on Google Maps, or you know, you and your investor can stop by, drive by, take a look as a customer. And
So
if
two
all,
million, he wants 2 million down.
yeah, he's looking for at least 2 million down. Is
All
that?
right.
I guess.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so my investor, he can raise the capital through his LPs like he did with his other deal. And we'll we'll raise capital from LPs and we'll put down the 2 million. Does that work?
I mean, look, if you can pull it together, you know, happy to do a deal with you. But you know,
Yeah, because personally, I'm not gonna be the one, you know, it's gonna be the money is gonna flow through the LPs and then, you know, my investor is gonna be the main, he's gonna be raising the capital. I'm gonna be the operator.
understood. Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's super helpful. And look, Mike, I think you could be very successful here. It's a, you know, it's a high profit place, and the owner's in Florida, so it just needs the right operator. But so what? How about this? Let me send you the NDA. Take a look, sign it, get it back to me. I'll send you guys the marketing material. We can always set up a call with you and your investor, and kind of go over everything that you guys need to see to make an educated decision.
Okay, and please send the tax returns.
So the tax returns I'll get to you. You know, like I said, let me send you the address first. You could take a look. The tax returns, the seller's just going to want to make sure that, you know, I think a phone call we first before the tax returns. He just doesn't want all his information out there.
But how
Um,
are you supposed to sell his business? I'm a serious buyer. I just want to see his tax return. Is that a problem?
no, I don't think it should be a problem as long as, you know, he sees some proof of funds and he sees some type
Yeah,
of,
but the
you
proof
know,
of funds is from my investors. That should be fine, right?
the proof of funds is, I'm sorry, what was that, Mike? You said the proof of funds
The
was,
proof of funds is from my investors account.
got it. And these guys are going to be on the corporation with you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay.
Those are okay if I send you those proof of funds and you can send it over to me, tax returns?
Yeah, so why don't I time out for a second? Time out. To be honest, I don't know what to do me personally when it's a guy like that. And do we have the investor sign NDAs? Like how do you work that, Mike?
So reverse it on me.
Um so so yeah, the proof of funds is from my investors. Is that okay?
I would have to get on a phone call just to be honest, Mike. And you know, I definitely would like to get 10 to 20 locations with you in the future. But you know, respectfully, I've been doing this for a while and I have to make sure I'm dealing with the person that controls the money to send over any financial documents. Um, could we set up a call with your investor? I would love to meet him as well, and we can get really deep into this.
Okay, yeah, I mean he's gonna want to just make sure that, you know, we really just want to make sure the numbers are there. I mean, you know, he might not want to jump on a call if the investor, you know, the returns aren't strong.
I'm just going to be honest. If you want to buy car washes, it would be great to work with myself and my firm because that's what we do. That's our main focus point, and we have so many deals for you. So we have to work together. Obviously, there's add backs. You know, if you're buying a small business, there's obviously add backs on a tax return, and I can educate you on all this. But I need to speak to your investor.
Okay. Um, okay. Yeah, send me the NDA.
I'll send you the NDA. If you can send it to your investor as well, because we can kill two birds in one stone. Both of you sign it. And then, once you both sign it, we'll get on a call and we'll go over the tax returns. How's that sound?
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Email me and we'll go from there.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Christian.